Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting. Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sap. I camp out with Lion's Den, Hawan Ben Joshua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first I take up a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the archeons, and to the women and children. Kal Halayim La, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Rokak Wadash Mahamaf. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. The honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. The honors to the elders of GMS. The honors to my elder Hawan. Salutation to the archons who are the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, Aurora. It's talking about here in this video, the governments are suddenly shutting down the internet. That in scripture, the title of this lesson is really called Famine of the Word. Okay? I mean, they're already talking about doing a lockdown, right? Globally. They also talked about how, I believe they said that everyone's Social Security has been hacked, right? And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, the Social Security department, there was a website that came out talking about that in 2025 they're coming with a new program for those who are retired or those who are going to become retired as well, to swallow a capsule that will have something in it so they can trace you and at the same time identify your DNA through the phone. So they can hack the internet at will, everyone, which that takes a lot of juice, right? That's in there. That's amazing. Imagine when you have it inside of you, right? Well, anyway, let me play a little bit of it, and then we go into the lesson.
Aura. Hi. Welcome to another episode of Cold Fusion. Imagine this. A group of students have taken to the street. They're angry about the reintroduction of a controversial policy that affects public sector jobs. The protests have been mostly peaceful, but over the span of a few weeks, chaos unfolds and violence erupts. Many are killed and hundreds injured. The government gets involved. Police roam the streets, cracking down on protesters. Concerned, you're seeing all of this unfold. Things are really getting out of hand now, so you go online to keep tabs on what's going on. Are your friends and family safe? And what are other people saying on social media? Then all of a sudden, every website that you visit stops loading. Every text that you send keeps bouncing back. A slow realization dawns on you. The internet has gone dark. And to your horror, it was the government who had shut it down. This sounds like an episode of a new season of Black Mirror. But in reality, this was indeed the story of citizens in Dhaka, Bangladesh, on July 18th, 2024. Along with a curfew, the sudden removal of the internet didn't last for a few hours, or even a day. There was no internet for an agonizing 5 days for the entire country. Think about this for a second. How do you do your banking, communication, and commerce as a whole?
We observed the network in Bangladesh started going down, and we found statements from the government that they intentionally shut it down. People weren't able to communicate for 5 days. They had a change of prime minister, and the prime minister resigned, left the country. The internet shut down again for a couple of hours around that departure, so you can imagine that was also government mandated.
It's insane, but Bangladesh isn't alone in this. According to Access Now, 2023 was the worst full year of internet shutdowns, at a record 283 incidents. So I know what you're thinking. Some of you might look at this map and think, this only applies to faraway countries with tyrannical governments. But the fact of the matter is that the mechanisms to achieve this do exist in Western countries. The UK and Australian governments have an internet kill switch in place, but we'll get to this later in the episode. This is a topic that I haven't seen much discussion about, but really for something as important as the internet, a tool that allows us to express ourselves, connect with others, and do commerce. It's a topic worth looking into. So in this episode, we'll look into government internet shutdowns, a topic overlooked but underrated. I also sat down with...
Let me just stop it there. I'm sure you're catching the hint, right? I mean, they can do this globally, okay? And it's too much power for them to have, they can't handle it because of the greediness and wickedness of this world, right? Job chapter 9 verse 24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So they're not going to use it because they really care about us, right? They're going to use it because they want to upgrade the enslavery to all of us, right? What a way to bring chaos to the whole world, right? So they can bend on their knees and beg, to the people in power to help them, right? They caused the problem. Hey, come, I got the solution, right? Come to them. I want to go to Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, slakia, but of hearing the word of Yahweh, right? When they turn off the internet, that's it. Okay, it's not turning back to for a better world to come. Okay, this is where they're going to implement the promotion of because people are going to get sick. Once they turn off the internet, there's no electricity, there's no water, right? There's no way you can go to the store and get food. People are going to get sick, and they're going to have the solution, right? Come and get the charagma. I want to go to Ezekiel chapter 7. Give me a minute. Verse 26. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophets, but the Lord shall perish from the priests and counsels from the ancients, right? The elders who know the ways of the ancient, right? Scripture says, learn from the ancient ways. They gotta, the Edomites gotta stop that. People are waking up and saying, hey, let's go back to the old ways, man. Because this ain't working for nobody, okay? All they're doing is entrapping us more, right? Putting all of us into debt. Verse 27, give me a minute. The king shall moan, the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their ways, and according to their desire will I judge them, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. Woo! Right? It's going to get real bad and real ugly. What's going to come to the whole world when that shutdown comes, the second shutdown, it's going to be the last chess move that the Edomites are going to make. And they know that, right? But a lot of people are going to freak out, right? And a lot of our people, 2/3 are gonna run to Egypt and say, hey, I'll do whatever you say. I'll take whatever you give me. If you got the juice, I'll take the juice. And we have to pray in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, to give us strength and courage, right? Not to take it even if we're going to die, or if they're going to throw us in jail, beat us up, or whatever, right? I want to go back to Amos chapter 8, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. That's how serious it's going to be. Where are the camps, Let's go to another land. Let's go to another island, okay? But it's not going to be no more. The window of mercy will be closed down, right? The door of mercy, Slakia. I'm going to go to Hosea chapter 5, verse 6. They shall go with their flocks and with their herds, to seek Yahweh, but they shall not find him. He has withdrawn himself from them. Right? They're going to look for the people that know the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? They're going to bring their family and their young children with them. They're going to move around. Okay? But when the second shutdown comes, they're also going to do a lockdown to the point where you cannot even move city to city, but people are still going to do it. Okay? They're going to attempt to do it. They're not going to stay put. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Who's that? 2/3 of our people, right? That look at us that we are, crazy, dumb, right? Bums, okay? That we're wasting our time, when we can be working 2 or 3 jobs, right? Verse 29. For they that hate knowledge did not choose the fear of Yahweh. Ooh. Verse 30. They were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Yeah. They didn't care. They don't see a profit, right? They don't see that, hey, is that gonna bring me money? Right? What's that old saying I heard from grandma? Can you pay the bill and buy food with love? Right? Verse 31. Therefore shall they eat. Here we go. I'm going to repeat it again. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own ways, and be filled with their own devices. Since you don't want to defend the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, okay, my Akim, my brother Kanat, Bishop Kanat, did a lesson on that on camp, right? You don't want to defend the name, okay, because he's the, Yahweh Shai is the one who's going to come and get vengeance for us. We're not the ones who are going to get vengeance. It's impossible. The army that the Edomites have, and the technology, okay, and the weapons as well, right? Well, all we got is the Bible, man. That's our sword and our shield, okay? So we're quoting in the name of Yahweh Shai, right? For Yahweh to turn our king loose, to come back to earth and remove this wicked kingdom. A lot of us have children that we love very much, even though they don't love us because of what we're doing, right? They don't, was not given to them to understand it. So in their eyes, we are the wicked, right? And the Edomites are the righteous, right? I want to go to Job, chapter 21, verse 14. Therefore they say unto Yahweh, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. Yeah. Right? They don't want to hear it. Okay? They say, man, that's hearsay, right? That's not important. That's only a book, man. Many times what I hear from our people, the so-called Negros Latinos, and speckled birds, hey, that book was written by man. Okay, and? Right? It's not important, Or how do you know that that's the truth? Or how do you know that that's the real God? Or how you know that's the best religion? Right? They do not want to humble themselves with fear and trembling to gain understanding. That's the problem. Verse 15. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Well, the wicked, they can pray all they want to Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay? He's not going to bless them. I mean, he blessed them with the sword, but they use the sword to what? To rape, rob, murder, and plunder around the world. Okay? The whole world is fed up what the Edomites have done, even their own kind, right? And eventually they're going to come after us because, they call this hate speech, okay? But when the Edomites talk, it's righteous speech. Okay, it is what it is, right? Give me a minute. I want to go to Malachi. That's what I want. Give me a minute. Malachi, chapter 3, verse 14. Ye have said, it is vain to serve Yahweh. Wow. And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance and that we have walked mournfully before Yahweh of hosts, of army, right? So they don't see no profit, okay? It's like, what good is it, right? To do his will or to fear him if we're going to be poor, because that's what we are. I mean, I'm poor, okay? There, I said it, I admit it, okay? But, the Edomites that are in power, they don't care if you're poor. Because of them, by the way, right? They don't care about robbing from our what you would call there's another word, not children's, right? Offsprings. They don't care that when the baby is born, right, they're already right there with their hands open, right, to steal the blessings. So this world has to go, man, because it's too wicked. I want to go to Psalm chapter 73, verse 12. Behold, there are the ungodly who prosper in the world, they increase in riches. Woo! Wow. There it goes. Say loud and clear. Right? They want to go after this fake counterfeit money, and they want you to give your life, die for it. Right? And if you have a wife, okay, that is not going to be side by side with you in the same belief, it doesn't care about the true history of who she is, right? She's going to go after the money, okay? But not realizing that it's fake, that the new, what they call that, digital system is going to be kicking in once they do the lockdown, right? The cashless society, the invisible money. And you watch out how all of a sudden our women, right, so-called Negros, Latinos, Mexicans, and speckled birds are going to change their tune, but it'll be too late. You see? Verse 13. Verily I say, cleanse my heart in vain, my mind, right? And wash my hands in innocence, right? Because listen, this lockdown is to bring the mandate of the charagma, of the seahead. Okay? Many churches are saying no, right? Even our people that I know that they're Hebrew Israelites. Okay? Give false information. I guess they took the bag, okay? Or they're agents. What can I tell you? But we're getting closer, right? We're getting closer to Revelation, right? In chapter 13, I believe, in the mark of the beast, right? It's not about that Jesus anymore, okay? That was only to keep your eyes on that face. It's about the system that they're bringing in, the Roman ancient system, right? I want to go back to Job chapter 21, verse 3. Let me go there first. Suffer me that I may speak, and after that I have spoken, mark on. Was it 21 there? Did I say? What happened? Jump to verse 15, right? Suffer me that I may speak. After that I have been spoken, I have spoken, mark on. Right? So we're going to speak, but we want to speak in the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're going to be marked. Okay? I mean, hate crime laws already been made. They are planning. They're getting things ready where everybody's at, especially, the Hebrew Israelites, where they live, what they're doing, what's their routine, right? Do they owe any money, right? I mean, come on. This is going to be the new program that they're going to bring in. So they have to look at any deception of wickedness that, any contract that they have put you into, right? Everything they're going to look at. If you have a car and you're paying payments, but you haven't finished, right? Or if you didn't finish paying the car, but you surrendered, but you never paid the amount. All that, okay? Verse 15. Wait, give me a minute. Yeah, verse 15, Slovakia. What is the Almighty that we should serve Him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto Him? I read that before. I have to repeat it again, Slovakia. Verse 16. Lo, their good is not in their hands. The counsels of the wicked is far from me. Yeah. They are not doing the righteous work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? They are stealing left and right, and they just can't wait, right, to bring the lockdown. No matter who becomes president, right? Democrat, Republican, or whatever other name they make up, okay? I want to go to Proverbs chapter 1. They're getting tired of us talking, so we're going to be punished. Verse 10. That's how we need Yahweh Shai to help us, to save us, to protect us. It says here, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. There you go. This new program that they're bringing in when they do the lockdown and the shutdown and the turnaround and all that, consent not. No matter what they accuse you of what you have done or what you owe, see? Consent not. That's the bottom. So, you can really say, whatever they're going to come out, just focus, I don't consent. Yeah? Oh, okay, well, I don't consent. Well, you broke the law. I don't consent. You see? That's what we can't do. We cannot pick up, like I hear on these, they call them, well, these people, they accept the way they dress. They call themselves Black Hebrew Israelites, right? Militant Black Hebrew Israelites. I think they're getting paid, right? I think they work for the people in power, the Edomites, all right? And, they're walking with guns and everything, right? But that's all set up, right? Just like the Muslims. They're going to compare us to the Muslims, right? I mean, they got to, the Edomites have to do their part so they can come after us, right? And if we don't comply in what they're going to, give to us, the Jews, right? As soon as you say you don't consent, rest assured that they're going to, they're going to do everything, right, to put hell upon us, okay? But we trust in Yahweh Shai. I want to go to Psalm chapter 51, verse 3. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Verse 4. Against thee only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mayest be justified when thou speak, and be clean without judge. Yeah. And that's what it takes, man, that they're going to take our life because we consent not. Know this, that you will be cleansed, right? When the time comes of being judged. Because you stood in the name of Yahweh Shah, you defended his name, you hold on to his name to the end, right? You know, this wicked world is going bye-bye, okay? It's not going to be forever, you see? And we get old, right? This body gets old and then goes into the grave. So what a best way to stand and honor and with fear in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and not the fear of the wicked that are in power, right? Let me go to Proverbs chapter 6. Give me a minute here. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 30. Men do not despise a thief. Woo! Wow. If he steals to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. Now, you know, the Edomites, when they do the shutdown, there's going to be a lot of stealing. Come on. All right, let's be sincere. But if people are stealing because they want to, right? I remember years ago, I think they still do it today in Puerto Rico. People in Puerto Rico will steal somebody's neighbor's new car, right? Person came from work, parked the car, went home, inside the house, take a shower, take a nap, and lo and behold, he came out to go somewhere and the car is not there. Okay? 2 weeks later, somebody knocks at the door and say, hey, I found your car. My name is so-and-so. If you want it, you got to give me this much money. That's messed up, right? Well, that's exactly what the Edomites are doing, right? They cause the problem, okay? And then they say, hey, we have the solution. And they look at you right in your face, right? And they know that you know it was them that did it. You see? So to put the fear in the Edomites, you gotta know consent, right? And that will put fear on them. Because it reminds them that they're not in control. They were never in control. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. 2/3 of our people will bow down and will do it. Verse 31, but if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. Yeah, we got to remember that every time the Edomites say that they're going to make America great again, that America's a wonderful place that every world envies. Got to remember that they are standing on stolen land. Everything that they have belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? And since it belongs to our king, it also belongs to the 12 tribes, the so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, right? Which is the whole world, not just America. America is going to be destroyed, okay? And once it's destroyed, you can never live on it again. There are many lessons on that. Let me go to Proverbs chapter 4. Give me a minute. Verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the ways of evil men. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to say, hey, are you going to join us? Remember, when I say join them, they're talking about while they go hide in the bunkers and they put the charagma in you, or the capsule that you swallow, or whatever the way they're going to do it first. It's because they want you to fight Yahweh Shah when he comes back. Okay? They're not going to be doing the fighting. They're going to go and hide in the bunkers. Verse 15, avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and pass away. Verse 16, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. You see? They're ass backwards. On verse 17, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. That's how they're going to make people, bend on their knees. They're going to get violent. It's going to get ugly one more time. Okay? And that's how we do the lessons and we do the work in the highways and byways day and night, because we're going to need Yahweh Shai. Okay? I'll leave it with 18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shines more and more unto the perfect day. And that perfect day is when Yahweh Shai comes back in those chariots, the so-called UFOs. That the Bible calls chariots of clouds, and he comes back with the host of angels, an army of angels, to remove wickedness and heathens from the face of the earth. Well, our children then, when they come back as born babies with a perfect body, right? They'll be loved, they'll be protected. See? They'll be surrounded by 12 tribe family. We will have land inheritance. We can travel not only around the world, but out of the Shemayim into other planets, which the Elamites will never ever be able to do anyway. It's going to be a beautiful. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I say, Shalom.